All right, everyone, and welcome back to That Variety Nerd. I'm Christina, and today we're jumping back to some more Sims 4 Realm of Magic renovation goodness. So this is the first of five, the second of five videos. I can't even keep track. It's only 7 something in the morning when I'm recording the voiceover part of this. But anyway, so this is the first of five, or second of five renovation videos. The first out of like four lots. Actually, no, it's the first residential out of three lots that we're covering because there's only like, I think, one community lot, which is the last video that we had yesterday, the Elixirs and Brews Bar renovation, which I still really love and can thoroughly say that I enjoyed working on. This one was also kind of cool too, but also equally frustrating at the same time, and you'll see what I'm doing at this point. Sometimes I don't even know what's going on either, but again, I want to keep it kind of like that cozy industrial sort of feel. I don't even know if industrial is even considered cozy, but like to some people it is. Some people are into the brutalist style, which is like sharp edges and like it's like modern, but like also like very brutal. Like instead of carpet or hardwood, you would have like concrete floors, like that sort of thing. So that's kind of like the brutalist style. I watched it on frickin' like oh God, what is that show called? House Hunters on HGTV. And it was like the one episode where like that one couple was like trying to decide between like 60s contemporary versus like modern brutalist. And I'm like, oh my God, what is going on here? When I was seeing some of the houses. But generally speaking, I liked how this turned out. Not my favorite renovation that I've had, but it's still pretty decent and definitely an upgrade. So this is the one and only starter house that is in this pack, which, that kind of a sad. I wish this world was a little bit bigger. Like we were able to get, I think, like what was that, 11 lots? Yeah, 11 lots in Strangerville, which was the last game pack. Like why can't we have like 10 lots or something like that? Or even like just a few more lots, like a couple more starter houses or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking out loud or something like that. But since this was on the Twitch stream, I was also showcasing off some of the new swatches, so you'll be seeing some of that throughout this video as well. So I kind of like went for that old feeling of like just something that's more worn down, but also like still really cool. I really love this window. The big circle windows are kind of up my alley, so I wanted that to be more of a feature piece. So like, there's not a TV in this house, and you're probably thinking, "Oh God, like my Sims are gonna go crazy." They probably will, but like again, this is very much like when I do renovation videos, I always just change the layout a little bit. And I like making things a little bit more fluid, and that way it's like, here's my interpretation of this build. That's sort of how I personally see renovation videos, and like sort of how they should sort of work, right? We all have our own interpretation of that. So, what I did was that I wanted to have a lot of curves, a lot of round edges. That was sort of what I was going for in this particular renovation. But I really like how the kitchen turned out, especially just in general. I had a lot of fun with that. I love the windows. Oh my God. If you get this for the build and buy items, like you will not be disappointed, or at least I haven't been disappointed. But generally speaking, I really like this pack in general so far. I haven't, at the time of like this voiceover, which was like yesterday at 7 o'clock in the morning, I haven't really gotten to play around with the gameplay as much, at least not yet anyway, but I will be this week. We're slowly but surely getting there. Again, it's been a crazy busy week in this household, so there's that. Life's been happening, but it's fine. School's getting back in session, so if there are days where it's like, Christina, you didn't upload a video, well, it'll get uploaded at some point. Again, this is more of a hobby for me and just a way of like getting creative. But I did pre-order the new WWE game. I know I kind of jumped the gun and like I don't really pre-order things all that often, but when I do, it's because I care. And I also have a better internet connection now, so I can actually handle downloading video games at home, which is quite great. But generally speaking, I really like how this lot turned out. I had a hard time trying to navigate like where to put things in the kitchen because it was kind of off by a little bit. But I think I eventually sort of figured it out. I wanted to have like a nice dine-in sort of kitchen, but like I wanted to have the curves still kind of there. Like that was kind of the main theme for me, was like just all these different curves, all these windows. Like I want it to feel very open because sometimes you get a starter home and it's like it doesn't feel open, and it should feel open because if you have a small space, it should feel bright and open. Or at least that's just how I see starter homes anyway. But in general, I kind of like how this turned out. I wanted to experiment with some of the new items with the base game and just sort of play around with that. Yeah, so that's kind of where I was going with here. So a lot of neutrals, a lot of like wood tones, lots of just it's just cozy. I don't know how else to describe it other than that. Glimmerbrook to me, which is the world in the Realm of Magic pack. It's kind of like Forgotten Hollow, but like instead of like Victorian and luxury and like just opulent. I don't know if that. Yeah, I think that's the right word I'm going for. To me, Glimmerbrook, it feels cozy. Strangerville was just strange. Forgotten Hollow, which was the vampires pack, that one was like opulent and just dark. So for Glimmerbrook, I want to do something that was really cozy. It kind of reminds me of Windenburg a little bit. So I drew some inspiration from Windenburg, which came and get together. So that was kind of what I was going for. I was trying to figure out what to do with the couches, so I just decided to make a very cute little seating area right there because I mean, if you have that nice big window, like you really don't need a whole lot of entertainment options right there because like especially if you got that big window and it's the summertime, like you don't want your electronics to heat up, like I'm just saying. Anyway, again, I really enjoyed putting together this a lot. When I was renovating it on Twitch on Tuesday, I had to think about when I streamed this. So yeah, basically the first three renovation videos, so like the bar or the Elixirs and Brews bar, this lot, and then the next video, which should be out tomorrow, they were all on Twitch. Like they were all streamed on Twitch. The other two houses, I'm still in work. I'm still working on them in terms of like recording them, editing them, all that good stuff. Because the larger lots take me a while to do, and like I'd rather sit down with like my Netflix and like just go to town on it. That's just sort of how we're. That's just how we're rolling. But yeah, I'm guzzling down some coffee because it is like 7 something in the morning when I'm recording this voiceover, and like your girl does not do mornings. Like I just do not. Anyway, I hope you all are having a wonderful Thursday so far. It's been a crazy busy just week in general. My apologies for like clicking around a little bit. There was a pop-up that just like sort of happened. It was kind of weird. But anyway, so far so good with this pack. Again, it's a game pack, and I generally like the game packs more so than the expansion packs at this point. Like, if we got more game packs instead of expansions, I would be perfectly fine with that because it's like you get these nice digestible size packs that kind of like inject a little bit of life into the game a little bit. They're affordable, like they're decent, like you can skip them if it's not your thing, and it doesn't remove nor does it add or anything super duper much to the gameplay. The only game pack I recommend, regardless, is going to have to go to Parenthood because it really does add to the game. Like, especially if you play with families, like, you're going to want to get that pack. There's also some really nice build and buy items in there as well. Every other pack, it's sort of like, okay, just wait for a sale. That's just sort of how I roll. I'm all about like if it saves some folks some money, then we're in business, right? Right. So anyway, we're about to head into the screenshots in just a couple seconds here. But again, I really love how this turned out. It's very simple but cozy, and it includes some of the new build and buy items, which you know what, like that's kind of the point. We're trying to feature as much as we can. So again, that's the exterior. I did indeed fix the roofing, I think, after this video. I could be super wrong, but anyway, around like any and all renovation videos, they're always up on the gallery before I upload the video. So as always, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff here on YouTube. Please follow me over on Twitch so that way you can get notified when I live stream. Anyway, around, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.